Hello children, welcome to this class. Today we are going to start a new chapter from the book It So Happened, and this chapter is an extract from the book Trash on Rag Picker Children and Recycling, and it is titled as Children at Work. So the writers of this book are Geeta Wolf, Anushka Ravishankar and Arijit Sen. In this chapter, as the title suggests, we are seeing children who are at work. And what type of children are these? Let's see in this chapter. This is the story of a child, Velu, who is 11 years old boy and who also runs away from home. As he has left his home, he has no money in his pocket. He is a stranger at this new city. Then a girl comes and welcomes him to the city. So let's start. When the Kanyakumari Express pulled in at Chennai Central, it took Velu some time to get off. When he finally stood on the platform, his legs felt wobbly, as if he was still on a moving train. So, when the Kanyakumari Express arrived at Chennai Central, he got down carrying a small bundle and stood on the platform. But he was feeling his legs still unsteady, as he would be in a moving train. So, "Oi, out of the way!" A porter went by with a loaded trolley. Velu jumped aside. Porter means a person who carries luggage. So, as he was standing there, suddenly he heard a voice which was calling him to come to the side. He looked behind and noticed a porter with a loaded trolley, and he wanted the boy to leave the way for him. He sat on a bench on the platform, putting his small bundle down. In his all 11 years, he had never seen so many people, except once a year at the fair in his village. People walked by, bumping into him with their suitcases. A voice announced something on a loudspeaker. He rested on the platform for some time, then he sat on a bench. He was surprised to see a crowd of people. He observed that people were in a great rush. He had never seen such crowd on a place in his 11 years except at the fair, because he was a village boy. The frequent announcement attracted his attention. He found the surroundings so confusing. Near him, a group of people sat on their luggage and looking at a TV hanging from the roof. The noise was terrible. So, at the same time, he also noticed that near him a group of people sat with their bags and watching the display screen to know the current updates of arriving train. The noise was so hard to bear. Velu put his head down on his knees, feeling miserable and exhausted. He had run away from his village 2 days ago. For 2 days he had eaten nothing but some peanuts and a piece of jaggery. In his bundle he carried a shirt, a towel and a comb. So Velu was very tired. It was a strange place. People were going here and there in a hurry. Because he was feeling sad, miserable and helpless, so he put his head down on his knees to relax himself. 2 days ago he had run away from his village. He hadn't had anything other than some peanuts and jaggery. He was feeling hungry because there was no food to eat. The only articles he had with him were a shirt, comb, and towel. He had walked for most of the first day to Kannur and then got on the train to Chennai. Velu had no money for a ticket, but luckily the ticket collector didn't come to the unreserved compartment. He had tried to sleep on the floor near the door. A group of men next to him had played cards and shouted all the night. He walked down to Kannur for a day and then took the train to Chennai. As he had no money, so he travelled in the train without ticket. It was his good luck that the ticket checker didn't come to check the tickets in general compartment. He slept on the floor near the door. There he found a group of people were playing cards and shouting all the night. So he was feeling very disturbed and tired also. "Hey, what? New to the town?" "Yeah," called out a rough voice. Velu opened his eyes. There were a lot of people standing around, but nobody was looking at him. "Here, eh?" Then, when he was sitting there by putting his head down on his knees, his meditation was broken when a girl called him up and asked, was he new in that city? Velu looked all around, but he didn't notice anyone calling him. There were people all around. Then again he heard the same sound. When he turned back, behind him was a girl around his own age, wearing a long banyan that came down to her knees. Her hair was stiff and brownish, and she had a huge sack on one shoulder. She was picking up dirty plastic cups from the floor and stuffing them into the sack. So, children, you can see the picture of the station here, and Velu is sitting on the bench, and there is also a small bundle of him. You can see the girl with rough hair, and it is the brown color, and she has carried a sack upon her shoulder. She is wearing a long banyan, and she is picking up the garbage here. So, this is the clear picture of the station that is described here. Velu looked all around, but he didn't find anyone. Then he again heard the same voice. Then he looked back and noticed that there was a girl behind his bench. The girl didn't have a proper dress to wear. She wore a long banyan, and what picture of the girl is given here? That she had untidy rough hair of brown color, and she was holding a huge sack on her shoulder. She picked up garbage from the platform and put that in her sack. Now, why is she calling me? Thought Velu. And why is a girl wearing a banyan? Now there were so many doubts in the mind of Velu. He wondered that why the girl was calling him. He doesn't know anyone here. Then why is she calling him? And why was she not in proper dress? Velu was just looking at her with wonder. No need to stare stupidly. What's your name? When he was looking at her with wonder, she said, don't stare me foolishly. Tell me your name. Velu, muttered Velu, looking away. Muttered means to say something slowly. Velu told his name in a slow voice while looking at another side. So, Mr. Velu, said the girl, looking at his bundle, run away from home. Now the girl looked at his bundle and understood all the things, and asked that, have you run away from home? Velu didn't answer. He didn't want to tell some strange girl what he had done. He had run away because he couldn't stand his father beating him for one more day. His father would snatch away all the money Velu and his sisters earned and spent it on drink. Velu didn't respond. He didn't want to share his details with any strange person. He ran away from home because his father was a very aggressive man, and he spent the money he and his sisters earned by doing hard work on his drinks only. He also used to beat him without any mistake. So he decided not to bear any misbehavior of his father. That's why he left home. Don't think I don't know. This place is full of children like you. So what are you going to do here? Become rich? So whenever a villager come to the city, it is supposed by the people that he is coming here to be rich. So there was the same doubt in the mind of that girl regarding Velu. So she said that, what do you think? I don't know your purpose to come here. So many children of your age come to this city to become rich. So tell me, what is your purpose to come in this city? Saying this, she sat beside him. She sat down next to him. Velu shifted away slightly, but Velu didn't wanted to talk to her. That's why he shifted away slightly. He felt hunger pinching him and pressed his stomach with a grimace. Grimace means painful expression. Hungry? Asked the girl. You won't get food by sitting here glumly, making faces. I can find some if you want. Glumly means being sad. So Velu was feeling hungry because he didn't eat anything for 2 days. By his facial expressions, she understood that he is hungry. She told him that if you continue sitting here and making different faces, no one would help you and no one would give you anything to eat. I assure you to arrange some food for you if you agree. She picked up her sack and started to walk away. Velu stayed on the bench. What should he do? Should he follow this girl? Where was she going to take him? She was disappearing into the crowd. So he had to make up his mind quickly. All right, he decided. Anyway, I have no idea where to go. He jumped up and ran after her. She wasn't even looking back to see where he was. So the girl picked up her bag and walked ahead. Velu was in a dilemma about whether to trust and follow the girl or not. The girl went ahead and wasn't much interested in seeing him following. So he decided to make up his mind quickly and followed her to the road. Though there were so many doubts in her mind, but he didn't have any other companion except that girl. So he didn't want to lose any companion in this new city. So he followed her. So in the first part we studied that Velu had left home and sitting on the platform disappointed. The girl of the same age came to him and asked his name and reason to come in this city. She also understood that he was hungry and assured him to arrange food for him. Though Velu didn't want to go with her, but he had no option. So he followed her. So children, after this, what did happen? We will continue in the next class. Till then, utilize your time by doing some creative activity, develop your hobbies and take care of you. Thank you children.